Hi, I'm David. Are you sick and tired of drawing shitty characters? It's okay, cause me too. That's why today I'm here to talk about 3D models. So, what's a 3D model? You might be asking. Me personally, I just use them as like little drawing props. But 3D models can be used everywhere, not just in drawing, in animation, and drawing as well, but mostly in animation. Like think of Disney, Pixar, all of them, the companies, all those studios have 3D animation. 3D models have multiple settings. You can easily get one off like Clip Studio, at third-party apps, websites. You can easily just buy one, or just if some of them are free, just easily obtain one. I personally get mine from the Clip Studio Asset Store, which is fire. I actually really like the Asset Store. Now, something like a 3D model shouldn't replace your ability to draw any like human being, but it is a really helpful tool. So I'm gonna show some examples. Number one, line art. So first I used the actual 3D model to get a form of structure. 3D models, that's the whole point of them basically. It's really easy to grasp the concept of a certain pose or object or whatever you're trying to draw and have a 3D model of. Personally, I grabbed this one from the Clip Studio Asset Store. It was pretty easy and it was just free, so it was pretty cool. It was just a pose, so it wasn't like too much. But you can get a bunch of packs and like bundles and have a bunch of different poses. I have quite a lot right now for the creation of my webtoon, which I thought that were gonna be like useful for it, so that's another upside about it. This line art, I ain't gonna lie, took me like a long time, so I am gonna speed this part up a little bit more than usual, maybe. I'm not too sure just yet, but the best you can get out of me is this shitty audio and the time lapse right now because I'm in Japan and I'm not in my setup where I can actually like do better quality videos. The character I'm using right now is one of the characters from a webtoon. It's not out yet, and this is just like a promotional art piece that I wanted to do for fun, and so I decided to also turn it into a video. So you kill two birds with one stone. The whole point of this character is that he's supposed to have like monster with him, like monsters, kind of like a tamer, and so this pose really matched the personality that I was going for him. So it was like perfect as soon as I saw it in the asset store. But the whole point of him is that he can merge himself with the monsters. So I rolled up his sleeve, as you can see, and you're gonna be able to see his hand all mutated and like different than a normal hand. I guess, yeah. I wasn't too sure what to go for it, but I did see some references. I love my references, and obviously I didn't fill this whole thing in. At first I was, but I was like, you know what? No, this is too much for me. So just a bit of it was filled in, and then I just blurred most of it in. But yeah, you can see me here just going single lines, and then I get tired right here, and I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. But at the end of the drawing, it came out pretty good, pretty nice. I really liked the way how this drawing came out. Now that I think about it, I think I used a couple of 3D models in some of my other pieces. I know I used it for one of my Valorant pieces, the Reina one. I know I used it because I really liked the perspective. And plus, the pose just made sense. I was like, holy shit, it's perfect. And sometimes, like, you get that type of, I guess, reaction from yourself, I guess, because you find, like, the perfect pose. But remember, it's not a way to, like, replace your ability to draw anatomy. It's just a way to guide you and help you out with I guess anatomy. You can learn it, yeah, but if you want like a also cheat code kinda isk, just go for this. It's so much helpful. I meant to say so much more helpful than more helpful. Finally, I had an idea that his like monster avatar, a character, a person or monster, it was gonna be somebody called or not somebody, but like a creature called the Crimson Lizard, so, or a Red Lizard. I'm not too sure on the names just yet, but that's the species of monster he is, and so I wanted him to be posted up right next to him, you know, on like the streets of Japan, because he originates from Japan, and it's kind of ironic because I'm in Japan right now, and so like it's kind of perfect. But in the streets of Japan, he just goes and like chills out with his little red crimson lizard out on the streets of Osaka. Dude, Osaka is so cool. I ain't gonna lie. In my opinion, a little bit better than Tokyo so far, but yeah, it's really cool. I wanted to do this one thing with the crimson lizard, that instead of him having legs, I wanted him to bounce up and down on his tail. I think that's more unique than just having a ginormous lizard. Also, like, he just has arms as well, obviously, to grab and like fight and punch things with. But I think it's much funner to have like a bouncing lizard. So that's the line art phase. I do a lot of cross-hatching here. Step 2, color. So for this piece, I wanted to do like crazy colors. I didn't want to like have a simplistic color palette where he would have like, a black hoodie and like, I don't know, brown hair. No, I wanted to make him really colorful and really unique, kind of like Harajuku style. I did tone it down a lot. I didn't want to go that crazy with the colors, and so I kind of toned it down like a lot, and it maintained like bright colors, but not too bright colors. But I did make the lizard and my character completely different colors. I think sometimes adding like colors that somewhat work with each other, but not too much, looks really good. Kind of like the hyperpop art style. You know, I really want to try this art style, or way to color, I guess. So one of these days, I'm gonna do something like that, which I think will be really fun. I just gotta learn how to do it, to be honest, and then I can like teach, you know. Also, you can see me on the headband. I put in like the crimson lizard there, just because I thought it was gonna be kind of cute and cool to have. That's just me personally, though. My friend, he saw me draw this, and he said that his hoodie kind of reminds me of the Chug, or kind of reminds him of the Chug from Fortnite, which now, looking back, it kind of does look like that, but it still looks good. Like, don't get me wrong, but it kind of does look like the Chug now that I think about it. But anyways, I kept one color scheme for my character, which was just going to be teal and green and a bit of blue, but the crimson lizard obviously is going to be red, considering that's in the fucking name, crimson. But I wanted to change it up than just normal red, so I did add little green spots at the bottom. I'm pretty sure I removed that and then retry again. Yeah, I don't know why I did it. Now I added the gradient, I'm not too sure, but it looks better. This brush, personally, the one that I'm using, the hard paint brush, everybody should get one. Find yourself your favorite hard paint brush. I think that's fire. Also, I did add a little bit of a yellow to him, just so it looks like a bit more different, I guess. I kind of wanted to get the Rainbow Dragon effect, or I wanted to make him kind of look or resemble the Rainbow Dragon from Jujutsu Kaisen, which, Geto, fucking cool ass character. I really like his, I guess, design. Since the 3D model really already gave me like structure, it was much easier to actually get something to, I guess, like in the background, more stable. Because, well, now that I have structure thanks to the 3D model, it's much easier for me to just throw in something fantasy out into the... You can see me do a lot of dots here, like a lot of just like tapping on my screen, because I wanted to convey like scales without having to put too much effort and having to render each one out. So I just kind of like put in a bunch of dots. And you know, since red and teal are such different colors, it actually looked pretty good in my opinion. Well, now that I finished the piece, I can say I really like this piece. This is one of my favorite pieces. Sadly, it's only for like promotional use, so I'm not going to use it outside of that, but you know, it's cool. I will admit that there's some pet peeves of my drawing style that I kind of have. Like, I take a little bit too long for my own liking on some aspects, but other than that, I don't really mind it, and plus, it looks pretty good. Not gonna lie, rendering this piece has to be one of my favorite pieces, just because of how satisfying it was at the end. You're gonna see what I mean by that. I add like little hints of teal onto it, and I really like that. Here I just gave him the final details. I'm just gonna let the rest of this time lapse play till my next segment. Okay, step 3, the final part. I went outside for this since I'm in Japan. Might as well take some photos. I went to in the Shimbayashi for the photos, which is really fucking cool. And here's the photo I used for his background. I did edit it a lot, so it's kind of not recognizable anymore. So I just put in the photo, did some quick editing, some overlays, alternate the colors of the photo just to make it match. Some effects like the lightning on his hand and the logo of my webtoon. I'm really happy with how they turned out. I really like it. Like and subscribe if you want more, I guess. This is it. This is the end of the video. Sorry for the shit quality. I'm still in Japan. I'm gonna be here for another week, and after that I'm gonna grind a couple videos. So yeah, bye. Step 3, background. So for the background, I decided to go outside. I know, really rare.